All right, welcome back. You're still watching Morning Live right here on channel 404 on the DSTV bouquet. All right, so we're talking social media. I mean, you can't deny the power of social media. In the past week alone, I mean, it's 8 days into 2016, but social media has literally taken over. And let's talk about that. And in light of the ANC's 104th anniversary celebrations in Phokeng in Rustenburg in the Northwest, and the hashtag there is ANC 104. And to talk to us about what's been trending at the moment and how this hashtag is going is Siyabonga Africa from SABC Digital Office. Good morning. Welcome to Morning Live.
Good morning. Thank you.
Let's talk about this hashtag ANC 104. How many tweets have we seen so far? How in terms of trends at the moment, how's it doing?
Well, it's been trending since last night, going into the morning. In terms of the sheer numbers of it, it's just been a couple of thousand. You know, people have been slowly but surely getting into the conversation. But as you know, the biggest topics for the past week have been about the race rows with Penny Sparrow, Chris Hart and Van Vuren, and more recently Velaphi Kumalo. So those have been dominating the news and dominating the social media streams, with ANC 104 slowly slipping in there.
I mean, what does this say about the power of social media at the moment? I mean, a year ago we didn't have these conversations. Social media was there, but somehow it has grown beyond our expectations.
Well, I think it's been, you know, it's always been there.
Yeah.
You know, it's been there for the past 10 years. But people are now more and more using it to voice their opinions. We're getting a whole lot of consensus, people actually agreeing on certain things, people saying that certain things are now, you know, not taboo or against taboo, those kinds of things. So for the past week, what we've been seeing is that, you know, if you say the wrong thing, society can, you know, throw you out, you know, into the Badlands. As we can see with the case of Penny Sparrows, who's now been ostracized by everybody. You know, she's been fired from her job, or the company that she was associated with is now disassociated with her. The DA now has terminated her membership. We can see that Velaphi Kumalo, he's been suspended. And you know, all these people are essentially seeing real life ramifications for things that they've been saying online.
And what does this say about the power of social media and what you're allowed to put on?
Well, I mean, the power of social media, I would say that it has an effect on what what happens in our real lives. And it just really needs people on the ground to start mobilizing around it. You know, people can talk all they want on social media, but if there is no groundswell, if there's no real life ramifications, then it doesn't really mean much. So in terms of what you can say, you know, you have to be careful of what you put out there, you know, especially, you know, topics that are taboo like racism and sexism. You know, if you go and you voice your opinion knowing that it's against what, you know, society holds to be, you know, correct, you can find yourself on the wrong side of the tracks.
How does an organization as big as the ANC use social media to their benefit?
Well, I mean, they use it mostly to mobilize, you know, their core ideals, to get people talking about their policies, to get people talking about topics that are relevant. So right now, you know, people are talking about the 104 celebrations, the January 8th statement, what the ANC needs to be focusing on, and of course they're hoping to be heard from the bottom. As we know, the ANC structures work. You get people who are elected to represent, you know, people, but with social media now, everybody has a voice. So, you know, not just your elected officials, you know, at these events, but you can now also go and voice your concerns, and hopefully the ANC can hear you.
All right, Sia, thank you so much. We'll keep chatting to you throughout the program. The hashtag is ANC 104 anniversary at the Royal Bafokeng Stadium. Gates open at 8 a.m. Some of the tweets coming through: when the ANC cries wolf and calls a billboard racist, it undermines the fight against actual racism. That's from Sika at Sika Maklangu. Thank you so much for that tweet. Now, Base Uncle Guerra says, good morning, comrades. The day has arrived. Hashtag ANC 104. Thank you for your support over the last 22 years. We are a party of the people. Those are some of the tweets coming through, and we'll try and put them on screen for you. All right, let's take a short ad break, and then we say good morning to SABC TV viewers.